Welcome to Practical Research 1 in PIX TV. This is your host, Dr. Glenn Michael Jameson Piquer. Let's have our review first. So going back to chapter 1, we had our statement of the problem or objectives of the study. And take a look first on our example here. Our example here falls under a research which combines both qualitative and quantitative method. Although sa lahat naman ng mga for all the groups of STEM 1, STEM 2, UMS 1, and ABM, all of them fall under purely qualitative. Although for our example here, this is a mixed method. We're only going to focus on the one falling under the qualitative data analysis, which is the research question number 2. So it falls under qualitative data analysis because mostly the answers would be in words or statements. So our title here is Geometric Proofing Competencies of Grade 8 Students. This is about triangle, so it's connected to mathematics. And the one that we are going to process for initial coding, categories, and thematic analysis, we have our question number 2. Question number 2 has several sub questions. For example, this is what we call the proof task 1, which will serve as our question number 1. What are the challenges encountered when proving two triangles are congruent? Question number 2, what are the challenges encountered by students when proving statements on triangle congruence? And lastly, question number 3, what are the challenges involved when applying triangle congruence to construct perpendicular lines and angles? So that would be processed under qualitative data analysis. So we have selected research question number 2 or SOP number 2 or statement of the problem number 2. It falls under QDA or qualitative data analysis, which we had our very first video lesson about PR1 here. It's about that one, qualitative data analysis. But in this case, in our mini video lesson, this is a step-by-step process. So first, we're going to have to process this one. Make sure first that for research question number 2, you have to group all of the interview questions that are related to your research question. For example, for research question number 1, you have your interview questions numbers 1, 2, and 3, which are to that particular research question. You have to process them as one when doing the initial coding. Just like in our research, this research also had its interview guide. So ito yung mga questions, and these are the questions in the interview guide. So these are the ones that we're going to process later for the initial coding. Okay? One tip for my students, for you to be able to get the full marks in your paper and your final presentation, you have to follow what the teacher wants you to do. Diba? Don't do your paper haphazardly without any guide. So make sure to raise your questions if you have questions to your teacher, especially when doing your exit cards. Okay, make sure that you have already performed the first task, which is grouping the interview questions into the research questions that you have to answer. For example, in this one, we only have research question 2 under qualitative data analysis, although for your case, most of your research questions will fall under qualitative data analysis. So most of you will be repeating these steps for all of your research questions. So for this one, we have our initial coding for the first question. So proving the triangles are congruent, that's under proof task 1. Make sure to have your responses also in this particular table, just like this table. The first column is participant, then the second column is translated text, then the third column would be your codes. And just like in our earlier videos, you can use different colors for you to be able to code for different statements, right? For example, for the color yellow, it's under understanding of statements, reasons, or USR. And for the pink one, it's under confusing understanding. Green is for general difficulty. The sky blue one, or the blue-green, is under the lack of instructional material. Okay, my tip here before doing your initial coding is to read all of the translations first and try to write down the possible codes that you can use for it to be easier. In Tagalog, igrupo nyo muna yung magkakatulad na questions. Halimbawa, lahat ng interview questions na sumasagot sa research question number 1 or 2, igugrupo nyo muna yung bago kayo mag-coding. Okay? This is another example of initial coding for this time for proof task number 2 or the interview question number 2 na related dun sa research question 2 pa rin. So, just like in proof task number 1, gumamit pa rin tayo. We have used different colors to code for different statements, right? That's for our initial coding. So this is actually the third part. It's actually the same method here. You just have to use again different colors to code for different statements. And basically that's the part for initial coding. Make sure to make your exit cards before you go on with the next video lessons. Basically, that's the end of our very small video lesson, mini lesson about initial coding. So, maglagay na lang kayo ng mga additional questions. Ano yung mga realizations nyo after this lesson? I-post nyo sa ating YouTube comment section under this video para magkaroon ng additional points. Laging tandaan, sa Pix TV, panalo ang natuto.